TheHiTechNomad here, and this is the cases galore for the Samsung Note 4 edition. Yes, I know, that's the best I could come up with, given everything that's going on. Okay, so I'm somewhat of an impulse buyer, but I kind of like these different cases. Alright, so this is the standard case that I normally use with the belt clip. This one I actually got from Verizon. I actually got one off of eBay from China, and the clip came off fairly soon, and also the back section here that's supposed to be used as a prop for it wasn't long enough, and so it never really stood up. So I guess my comment on that would be, if you got to get one, just get the standard one that you can get from Verizon or from your local, whatever your store is. It was $29, and usually you can get some kind of a discount on it and get it for like $20 or something. Meaning if you belong to almost any organization on the planet, Verizon will give you a discount. If you're not sure how to do that, just email me and I'll tell you how to do that. Very similar to the ones I've had before. The only sort of difference is the other ones I've had before, the phone could come in or out either way. That's not the case. Sorry. That's not the case here. There is a hard backstop on this one, so I have to put it in one way and take it out. It's a little tough sometimes to take out, but it is snug. It stays there. And again, the one from Verizon, that belt clip, because sometimes, obviously, when it's on my belt, I tend to get up and it gets pulls. The other one, basically, the clip stayed on the belt and the phone came off, which is not very good, especially if you're worried about dropping it. Only thing I'm having now is that it's funny. Obviously, the Note 3 and 4 are pretty much the same size, but I'm having much more trouble keeping this on my waistband than I was before. I think I can contribute that to probably gaining weight and wearing a lot of my winter clothes. So, in any event, but I do like the feel of it, and I do like to use it as a stand-up. However, I do like the phone even without a case. It has some nice heft to it, and the metal feels really good in the hand. But okay, so that was the first case. Second case, I'll put a link for this. There's a couple of these out there. This is a waterproof case, and it comes like this. Now this is a rubbery sheathing. That's my gasket. It almost feels like very thin Tupperware, but it's very flexible. And basically, you put your phone in here, you push that over, you clamp this on. I'm going to do this off screen because it is a little tricky to do. And I'm actually only going to do 2 out of the 3 so I can get that back in. And then you can use your phone through this membrane. Now, a couple of things is you can't get access to the volume rocker, and you can't get access to the power button. I have just basically here and whatever that, and I can control obviously everything else from there. This is supposed to be, I haven't tried it out yet, I will try it out soon. This is supposed to be waterproof up to 6 feet, and it kind of makes sense because, like I said, this sheathing really, this membrane is really like a Tupperware seal. And then, of course, as long as that's okay, then we should be all right. And actually, you can actually hear a suction when you put that off. I'll put a link for this one. And again, I'll do a test as soon as I get brave enough to risk putting my phone in the water. But I do go on trips a lot. I go to Barbados, and I thought that would be nice to finally be able to take some underwater pictures. The Samsung 5 is supposed to be able to do underwater pictures. Thank you very much. However, the 4 doesn't, and that's because all the holes are open, so I'll give that a shot. Okay, so that's case number 2. Case number 3 is the Vitus Focus, however you want to say it. I just got this in the mail today, and again, it was kind of an impulse shop piece. I was on eBay, and I saw it. I thought it looked pretty cool, and its claim to fame, if you're probably watching this, well, if you're watching it, you might have been watching for any of the other cases, but anyway, its claim to fame is that it allows you to put some cards with your piece. Hold on, this hopefully won't snap to death and kill me here. Hold on. Almost. There we go. Okay. It's a case. See, so what's happening is I'm using this case, but I'm not really putting it on my belt. This time of the year, I usually just put it in my jacket pocket. I have a jacket from Scotty Vest. I'll do a demo on that one of these days. But so I'm not really putting it on my waist. So I have been looking for other cases. So I might, in the middle of a snowstorm, I might use this case because at least I know if I drop it in the snow, no big deal, and I don't have to worry about it getting wet and so on and so forth. And then I liked the idea behind this case, which is it has a little secret compartment, and then it will hold some cards. So we'll try that out in a second. Now it has a, it looks metallic, but it is actually a matte finish on plastic, but it still feels pretty good. Let's just get the little pretend pieces out of there, and let's just see how they want me to. Oh, they're not even going to tell me how they want me to open this, are they? All right. So I'm assuming I'm going to just. Am I just popping this in? That's why we do these videos. Okay. So I'm just popping it in. Okay. So now I have this. Little bit more slippery than I would like. This is almost as slippery as an S3. Y'all remember how slippery that is. Again, it's a nice matte finish, but it is a little slippery. So if you peel back with your finger, you have some card storage, and you have a little indent. Now, obviously, I like to use my Google Wallet. So I might need to carry a card. So my idea is I can carry a card and a driver's license, and that would be it. This will be the one that I carry with me. It'll give me some protection. It's rubberized on the edge, so it'll give me some protection. When I drop it, when I drop it, if I drop it, and again, can I get my finger in there pretty good? Yeah, it seems like I can get my finger in there pretty good. And I usually need business cards, and I usually have all my business cards with me. Let me just see. So it wasn't made for business cards; it was made for credit cards. But I want to see if those fit in. And yeah, so I can fit a couple of business cards in there. Close that up. It's nice. Can I get to the pen? That's actually good because the pen is actually way deep in there, but I'm still actually able to get it. There's enough of a grout in there that I can get to it, so that's actually pretty good. So I might, again, it's got the yellow. They had yellow and red and all kinds of stuff on it. I was going to go with the red, but I kind of like the yellow, obviously, so I bought the yellow. Like I said, I wish it had more of the same feel that we have, the rubberized plasticky feel. So it is a little bit slick, but it's still all right to hold on to. And again, it seems like the more I do it, I wish they had like a little indentation. Looks like there might even be. It's either my imagination or there is a slight indentation up there. It seems like I'm able to get my finger in there quicker than down there. So I'll use that. And then it has a little thing so I could just pull out a card. Yeah, here's my card. Hey, catch me, I'm giving out wings. Hey, how's it going? So it does have a little indentation so I can actually get the things out. It looks like the last card would be a little tough. Plus also kind of makes sense because credit cards are a lot thicker than business cards. But in any event, I can get those out. There's a little something written around in here or something. I don't know. Obviously, it's their advertisement, but I can't read it because I can't see the whole thing. So this will probably be my day-to-day case for the winter time because, again, like I said, I can just put a credit card in there, put my driver's license in there. This will fit in my pocket. It's not too big. This will still fit in my car dock because my car dock springs all the way up. I have access to all of the ports, so there's no problem with that. This will probably be my case for winter when it snows out. I do some work outside, so at least this way I can still use my phone, and if I drop it or something like that. Although I don't know how well this is going to work in the cold, because this plastic really feels like the kind of plastic that once it gets below zero, this is going to just like, if this drops and hits the ground, it will shatter. But again, it will afford me some protection if I drop it in a snowbank. And then back to the original case, I said, like, I used to use this one religiously all the time, especially the kickstand. When I go someplace, I would just use the kickstand to just put it up and watch it while I'm doing some stuff. Obviously, I can still lay it down. So as you can see, it's not the most stable piece in the world without a phone in it. So this will be my day-to-day phone for right now. I'll have links for all of these down the bottom. Again, this makes it look, this gives it a nice little feel. I might even change the wallpaper to match, I know, a nice yellow, so it looks like it's all yellow, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's the HiTechNomad for today. I got a bunch more. I'm actually doing a whole, my house looks like a Sony showroom right now, so I'm going to have to go over that because we've got the Samsung. I'm sorry, look, my house looks like a Samsung. Wow, Sony's going to get me. Samsung display center because I have my Samsung Note 4. We're actually doing these videos now with a Samsung W350F, and I just got through setting up my Samsung 50-inch television. So I'm going to be doing a review on actually why I do that, why they're all sort of working together. So anyway, hit like if you like it. Ask whatever questions you want. Look for the descriptions, and hit subscribe because I'm going to try and pump as many of these out over the next few weeks as possible. I'm going to try and do maybe 1 or 2 a day. This is the HiTechNomad signing off.